great. Hope everybody's keeping safe and well. And welcome back. Hopefully you've stayed with us through parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And this is part 7, which I think will be the last one. So we're on our last sort of 48 hours. No, less than that actually, probably 26 hours left in France. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We're heading up to Bien Assise, which is just outside Calais. We have a pitch book there for tonight. We're just south of Reims at the minute. We're heading up there and we have a ferry booked for 11:30 tomorrow morning. So I think time still to get a bit of vlogging in for you if you're not bored with it already. So we'll try and keep it interesting and we'll come back to you in a bit. Now there's an area we're going to stop off at shortly, which I've seen advertised, sorry, but I've seen on a couple of other YouTubers channels. Firstly, Matt Armstrong, he basically rebuilds cars, and also recently the Rolling Radfords, as they headed off on their summer tour, they stopped off at this place, and it's Reims Circuit, and basically it's an abandoned racetrack, racing circuit with some of the buildings and that sort of things still there, and apparently you can kind of pull up, have a look round, have a wander around. So we're going to pull in there and take a look and hopefully share it with you guys. So here it is. This is part of the old racetrack. I don't know very much about it or anything really about its history, how long ago racing was here and that sort of thing, but I'm kind of guess this has got to be part of the old start-finish straight, and these are the kind of grandstands ahead. Looks like somebody else has decided to pull in, so I think we'll do the same. Well, I think that's the whole reason for coming actually, is to pull in. So we'll kind of pull in front of the grandstands and try and get some pictures. Gosh, they've even got flags still flying. Park stands and marquees, so no, they can't still do racing here. I'm sure they don't, but
at the roundabout,
we'll pull over here. We'll take a look and we'll have a bit of a wander around.
Racetrack. We're at the racetrack. Are we getting out?
Yeah, we'll get out. So we'll get out and we'll see you in a mo.
Pardon?
So here I am at the top of, I don't know what you call it, the control tower, the circuit tower, the abandoned racetrack. There's the car and the caravan down there. Some of it is still kept in really great condition. Here's the girls walking up here. I think the girls are coming up the stairs.
Hello, Daddy.
Oh, there's a tunnel that runs underneath the track and across to the other side. To try and find some pictures of what it was like in its heyday. So we'll just take a wander down from the top there. We're at the top of the control tower, grandstand, that sort of stuff. It seems kind of very similar. I guess, you know, these bits that stick out that are done the timings from and all those sorts of things, it would have been quite a different place, you know, hanging out. These would have been where the cars would have kind of come in.
That's where we must
What are you trying to say?
In the one that we just went in.
Yeah.
On the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's where we were standing.
Oh, it was, yeah.
On the other one before that.
Well, I don't know, it's not spooky, but it's quite an eerie place.
Over here.
Careful.
Out here.
I think that one's got a Renault on it. The one upstairs has got Porsche.
There used to be a door here.
They did.
And you could undo this, and then here's all where the crowd used to.
That's the tunnel that goes underneath the racetrack and out the other side. That's where we've just been stood up there in the top of that tower there. Some of these signs and things are obviously being maintained because they'd be in a lot worse condition. And when you look at the BP building there as well, that would be in a lot worse state. There's conker trees there, Darcy, mate, look.
I know, because when we was coming through the window, I saw a green conker.
Oh, the crispy hard.
Yeah, the shell.
Let's take a wander down.
I don't want to get spikes in the food.
Some of the doors and things look like they've been kind of blocked off.
Our fingers, where it's not spiking.
I say there's a door there, I think it's been blocked in. And if we walk kind of back down here, back down this way, the stairs have been kind of blocked off there as well. So there's the tunnel under the circuit, or under the road anyway. So it does say there's toilets down there.
Can we go?
Are you going under, Daddy?
You can do if you want, we can take it under there, see what's down here.
Daddy, what was very close to us, there's pictures, so there might be a picture of...
In memory of Charles Ferreau, 1872 to 1957.
Can you read that?
Grand Prix the Circuit De Reims, so obviously it was a Grand Prix circuit at some point.
Could be two trains.
This is where the cars went.
Well, this is... So we're just coming out the other side. This bit is all fenced in proper. Yeah, this is all fenced off so you can't kind of get into the grandstands, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's all fenced off. It's obviously still used for certain things because there is kind of modern roller shutter doors there and over here as well. The CCTV up there and what looks like up here is archery targets. I don't know whether you can kind of see them very well, but there's archery targets certainly up this way. So yeah, it's certainly still used for certain bits. There are different locks and things as well, certain doors that are still locked, so some of it's derelict, some of it's still in use. So there's obviously floors or something there that are gone, as you can see. That's the car parked over there with the caravan.
Some more cars and no motorbikes now.
There's a car down there, and then the old grandstand seats. You can just imagine the roar of the engines and the roar of the crowd as the cars will come racing down along here, along this big long straight. So then we come to this other area here. Well, it certainly looks as though it's been well maintained and well looked after. Certainly not been left to go into disrepair. It's almost been set up like a museum. Yeah, it looks like there's kind of works underway as well, so maybe going to set it up into some sort of cafe. Oh, some pictures of the circuit in its heyday, look. Oh, not sure about the heyday, but maybe when they tried to sort of reintroduce, 2019, so they obviously did some racing here in 2019. Reintroduced some bits. Yeah, they look like they're sort of work in progress in some of these bits. I wonder whether these are like old hospitality areas. Bike racing. Thought there was a car in there for a minute, but it's actually tractors. Obviously trying to keep some of the area ready. Oh, there's like a table and seating area here. Like I say, I do think they're probably trying to do some of this up and keep some form of kind of racing or interest alive, certainly in this area, as we kind of wander around the back. This is kind of the back of the building. We can't obviously get upstairs. Obviously a van of some description parked here. Whether it still works or not, I don't know. But yeah, not a lot kind of around the back. Some pictures of posters from racing gone by here. You can see up there, probably not very well. Different bits there. So another building here. Again, this one's definitely been refurbished, because this has got modern windows in, it's got canopies on, it's got lighting in there, and that sort of thing as well. So and they've got tables and chairs and things in there, and the fridge in the corner. So, racing circuit at Reims. I've found a sign here that basically explains that the people who work on this site for the restoration, the maintenance of the buildings and green spaces are volunteers of the association Les Amis du Circuit de Reims-Gueux. And it's kind of showing you what it was like in 2004. Gosh, what a difference. So if you see what it was like there in 2004 to what it was in 2017. So yes, they are doing a great job in maintaining it and looking after it. There's a plaque up here about the 1954 12-hour race, and then Claire's just shouting me here about some pictures. There's a couple of pictures here, look, from 2005.
Don't come in, sweetheart.
Mama,
We're going this way, bye-bye.
Wait, wait!
So here I am, stood with the car and the caravan on an old racing circuit. So that's been a different way to spend a little bit of time at the Circuit De Reims. We found out about that from a couple of other vloggers that we'd been watching. Definitely worth a trip there if you get the chance, if you're passing this way. It's probably only, what do you say, Claire, 5 minutes from the motorway, if that. Yeah. So not a big detour if you're heading kind of north or south. When we arrived there wasn't very many people there, but obviously it got a little bit busier. So we'll give you one last run down the circuit as we're doing, and he's coming down the straight. So we're doing 55 mile an hour down the straight, 56 mile an hour. Claire's laughing at me.
What are you laughing at?
Because Daddy's scared to put his toe down.
Pretending to be a
Pretending to be an amazing driver.
Why?
Well, we've literally just come off the auto route to go to Bien Assise, our last stop before we leave France tomorrow. Claire's done the driving for the last, what, 3 hours or so. Done a good job, given me a chance to have a rest. And also, unfortunately, the hay fever seemed to have kicked in the last few hours since we had that last stop at the motorway services, or the air. It seems to have got me blurred eye, well, not blurred eyes, but puffy eyes and sneezing and that sort of thing. So having Claire drive was certainly a good rest for me. Anyway, we are I think about 5 or 6 miles from the Bien Assise, so we'll come back to you once we get a bit closer. So we're a little over half an hour from the site. Now, the Bien Assise is quite a popular one for travellers, certainly those heading south, as it forms probably their first stop off after getting off the ferry or the Eurotunnel, or for those kind of heading north like us, heading back, stop off before they kind of catch a ferry the following day. It's one of those sites that actually takes advantage of that and has a 24-hour reception. We've never had to use it out of that sort of normal times. In fact, it's only our second time here really, but they do have a 24-hour check-in, whether it's done remotely or via app or whatever, I'm not sure. Excuse me. But the site is just along here. Oh, it's not too far away. I think this is the just up here on the left hand side is the site. Yeah, that's the swimming pool over there. La Bien Assise. Yeah. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it right, Le Bien Assise or Le Bien Assise. But it's literally just right off this roundabout.
Cheers! Straws!
Arriving at roundabout.
Here's the entrance.
That's crazy!
So if I remember rightly, reception is up around here on the right hand side. And I think we pull up, I think somewhere just here.
I think you're going ahead of us, don't we? If I remember
That's
right.
where the reception is just there.
Yeah, I think we stopped here.
So we shall pull up just here. We'll go in, we'll check in, and we'll come back to you shortly. We're all set up here at Bien Assise. They've put us on quite a big pitch, and to be fair, we're not even at the back of the pitch. We've kind of gone across an angle in the corner, and you can see how big this pitch is. But we're only here for one night, so we have unhitched, but we've just kind of left the car, so it's going to be easy to hitch up again and go tomorrow. Oh gosh, you're gonna have to excuse me. This hay fever's really kicked in. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. No, so this hay fever's really kicked in, causing me a bit of grief. What we're going to do now is we're going to shoot down the pool. It's just gone 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The pool's out until 6, so I'm just kind of maybe hoping a bit of chlorinated water and a bit of swimming pool in will help clear my nose and that sort of thing. So we're going to head down there now. Right. The site's a large site, and I don't think we're going to be able to kind of probably give you a full tour in the time that we've been here, or the time that we're going to be here. And it's a mix of touring pitches and the kind of chalet style mobile homes, Eurocamp. There's certainly some Eurocamp ones over at the back there behind the girls. They're Eurocamp, and I think the Eurocamp up there. And there are chalets on the right hand side. Some of the chalets look a bit like possibly privately owned, like they're people's weekend things, and they kind of come every weekend. So there's chalets up there, and you can rent the different chalets out. People are here in tents and in well, yeah, here in tents and caravans, motorhomes, that sort of thing.
Maybe, and there's a tomato on the road.
So we'll carry on walking down. Quite a few Brits on the site, some just stopping off on their way south or on the way like us back to the ferry, and some making slightly longer breaks and longer holidays. Kind of come across to France, so we kind of wander up there. We were actually up there in that top corner before.
Yes, we were.
So up against that tree line, big pitch in the top corner was where we were before, just to the left hand side. And again, it's a very nice, well kept site, popular site. Again, other people kind of look like they've stayed hitched up, ready just to get off first thing in the morning. There's quite a cool caravan. That looks like a bit of an overlander caravan, quite high, quite rugged, pop-up roof with cooker and everything that comes out the side. I like that. That's cool. And if I remember rightly, we'll check that out later on. That's one of the shower blocks up there.
Yes, I think so.
I don't know whether you can see down through the trees. It's the pool. And they've got mini golf, the bar and grill, the piscine. That's all down this way. It is, in fact, that's the back end of the, I remember now, the toilet blocks there. And different camping pitches. Going off over that way as well. There's a play park down the bottom here. I mean, it's a good site. I mean, there are various different styles of pitches, large, small. The majority of them seem quite large. Shaded pitches, unshaded pitches. This bottom end seems to be more of the camping area. There are less of the sort of static mobile homes, Euro camp type chalet things. And we kind of head down towards the pool. On your right hand side here, there's kind of mini golf, crazy golf, got table tennis, more pitches, and we head through to the pool, the playground. There's the bar and snack area. Although that looks to me, Claire, like that's been done up since last time we're here. Yeah. No, Sunday. Monday, but it isn't Monday, is it? It's Sunday.
Oh no, it's Sunday.
So we're getting a bit confused with the days. We were told that the restaurant isn't open on a Sunday. Sorry, on a Monday, and we think it's Monday and it's Sunday anyway, but it is open. And if I remember rightly, just behind there is probably a full-on restaurant. There's a hotel style thing that way as well. And there's a children's play park and that sort of stuff. We're going to head in to the pool and take a bit of a dip through here. It's not the biggest of pools, but it'll be ideal, it'll do. Oh, there's a smaller pool over that way as well. So here's one of these where we've got to walk through again. So we'll take these off and take the wander through. Now there's a small children's pool there, which looks like that's been closed off. And then through the pool areas with a slide. So we're going to go for a dip. So well, we've just had a dip in the pool. Yeah, not too bad. Reasonable pool. Quite cold though. I suppose it's slightly heated, but compared to some of the other pools that we've been in, it's quite cold, but it doesn't take long to get used to. Has it helped a bit with the hay fever? Maybe a little bit, but I'm still suffering. We're not sure what we're going to do for food this evening, so next to the pool is the snack bar and restaurant takeaway, so we're just going to take a look at the menu, see what it has to offer, and then make our call that way. So looking at it, you've got snacks, you've got salads, various different salads, toasties, hamburgers, pizzas, spaghetti bolognese, risottos, that sort of stuff. Children's menu, you've got desserts on there as well. Yeah, and there's wines and oh, they've got cider as well. Blimey, they've got cider, first place I've seen cider. And that's the snack area there. So we'll have a chat, we'll go back, we'll get ready and decide what we're going to do. So we're going to wander back up this way. We haven't decided what we're going to do about food yet. Whether we're going to try and find the like the sandwich place that we found a few years back, if it's still there in the town, or whether we're going to eat in. But let's wander back this way and we can take a look at the facilities. See what they're like. It's a while actually, so I can't quite remember what they were like. If I remember rightly, over there is your, yes, waste. So that's where you do your toilet waste. It's kind of like a motorhome service point as well. So you do your toilet there. And then this is your shower block. I'm not going to go in because there's people in there anyway. So that's like your shower block. Another one here. Oh, that's a ladies' one, so this is the men's. Urinals, toilets, sinks. There's only showers here. Yeah, some showers here. They're kind of, they're okay. Probably not the best, but I guess used quite heavily. I don't know, that might be the family one actually. That might be the family one, mixed one. Then you've got the male there and the female here. And ladies one's there. And what have we got through here? Again, maybe just another mixed one, so maybe there's mixed ones. There's quite a few. Ones are just the toilets here. I think there's a shower here as well. And then big washing up sinks. Backside of the facilities, and I think if I'm right in thinking, if I remember correctly, if I kind of just go round through up here somewhere. Now I'm probably not right in thinking, I'm probably totally lost. We should be able to find a way around. I'm sure we're over this way somewhere. I don't know whether I've just walked into a dead end here. Yes, I think I might have done. So we'll head back down here. And I think we're over back this way. This path and see where this leads us. I think, all being well, this is going to bring us out somewhere near the caravan. Yeah, I remember this when we were walking along. So I think just up here is where we are. In fact, I can see us through there. We're over this way. In fact, there's Claire just coming out the door now. And here we are, just around this corner. It does. We've come down into the local town and parked up, as you can see over there. We're going to take a wander further along, specifically actually to find a little kind of restaurant takeaway that was here last time we came. They did like, what would you call them? They were like French fry baguettes with, you could have extra fillings put in and things like that. So we're going to take a wander down and try and find that. But also there seems to be something going on down in the town as you get around the corner, so we're going to go and explore that. We've managed to find a parking space. I've no idea whether you should be paying. There's no signs to say that you've got to pay, but we're going to take a wander out and see what we can find. So we've got this little duck pond here. It's a little duck pond with duck houses and things. Well, the main road through the town is closed off, so it looks like something's going on. I don't know whether it's a fair, festival, something along those lines. So we're going to take a wander up and have a look and see what we can find. But it looks like it's closed, which is a real shame. The Friterie de l'Orateur, so that's where we've been before. It does look like it's closed. Yeah, no, that was definitely it. That's where we were in before. So, to remember, last time we came years ago. Very nice. Yeah. So, we'll have to remember. The little girl's waving. So, that's a real shame. But at least we know what it's called now. We've got it on video. And we'll be able to maybe come back in years to come. Looks like what's on is the local fair. So with fairground rides and things like that, gosh, it looks quite big actually. Quite big and quite noisy. So it's a fair. I don't think it matters where you go, but basically your touring fairs all seem to be the same sort of thing. Same sort of fall, same sort of prices. There's a food one here doing hot dogs and stuff, it's not quite open yet. The hooker ducks seem to be quite popular. We've passed 2 or 3 of those as we walk down.
Can I do it?
Yeah. And then you've got dodgems, bumper cars. It's a shame that Frits shop isn't open, but it's one of those things. Again, look, more hooker ducks. You can see there's more hooker ducks on going around there. There's some more over there. And these grubby things. Yeah, it's a shame that Frits shop isn't open. They were nice. But it just means we're going to have to come back again on a different day. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to head back to the site and we're going to go to the site snack bar and get something from there. There's a museum here as well. See if you can go to the museum, check that out. Homeware shops, some nice bits in there. But Friterie L'Ori della Torre. See if there's some opening times on the door. They might be open in a bit, but I think they're probably not. But this is definitely, if you bound this area, oh, 6:30. So they are going to open in a bit. So we'll just have a chat with the team. It's 10.
Team? We're not at work.
Yeah. So we'll just have a chat with the guys here. It's 10 to, oh, my watch has gone flat, but I think it's about 10 to 6 at the minute. So I think what we might do is actually wait until it opens. Right, we just had a family meeting. As it opens in 40 minutes, what we're going to do is have a bit of a wander around, because by the time we've got in the car, by the time we've driven back, by the time we've walked down to the site thing, it'll be past anyway. So we're going to have a little wander around here. And then basically go back and have something to eat.
My wet bubble man.
So the town we're in now is known as Guines.
Wins?
G-U-I-N-E-S. And a historical fact for you, on January the 7th, 1785, Jean-Pierre Blanchard, a French pioneer of hydrogen balloon flight, completed the first crossing of the English Channel, landing in the woods south of Guines, where a memorial column stands today. So the first balloon flight landed here. Bit of history with Guines, again, I'm not sure if you pronounce it right from when the sort of Danes invaded to the English, the castle was handed over to the English, that sort of stuff, and even Henry VIII is supposed to have been here. So yeah, if you get the chance, check out some of the history. So a couple of minutes and the Friterie is going to open, so we're just sat outside. I think it's about 28 minutes past, so hopefully we'll get what we've been waiting for and we won't be disappointed. So we've just ordered, it's all being cooked, you can see there. It's kind of a bit like a chip shop stroke kebab shop, but then you've got all these different sauces and that sort of thing there. There's a main menu here. So it's all reasonably priced. We'll just wait now till the order's cooked. Everything's cooked fresh. They're doing it all fresh. So there's burgers and all those sorts of things as well. But it's mainly Frits sandwiches. The one thing, if you do come here to order your food, is the guys here don't speak any English, and that's totally understandable. So it is worth at least kind of trying. We used our best broken French as well as pointed to the menu and managed to order, but they appreciated that. But don't walk in here expecting them just to speak English. So I've just come out of the restaurant. It's been 3 years. It's been long awaited. Is it going to be worth it? There's Darcy Mays.
Well, she didn't have this last time.
No, she didn't.
I'll show you what's inside.
I think that's Mummy's. There's Mummy's Schweppes. There's Daddy's Orangina. And here's my Mummy's. Had something slightly different. I do remember them being very, very big. I don't know whether you can see this. Oh gosh. Yeah, it's not changed. Basically, sandwich full of loads of chips. You can see that.
Oh, Darcy's got her sauce.
I've had the steak version, as you can see.
Do you want some mayonnaise or something?
So I've had my frittery sandwich, very nice it was too, definitely worth the wait. And if you are in this area, check it out. Obviously, Bien Assise has lots of English people in there at the moment, but there doesn't seem to be many down in the town, so come exploring. Well, we've just left Bien Assise, which is our last stop before we leave France. It's about 14 miles from Dover. Nice site. We had a good kind of restful evening there, didn't we, guys? I think it was all right. Big pitch. It was easy. It was easy to set up this morning and just kind of leave and head to the ferry. Calais terminal, ferry terminal, is 14 miles from the site, so about a 20-minute trip. So we'll come back to you in a bit. Calais ferry terminal is about 14 miles from the campsite, so an easy sort of 20-minute drive. It's nice and sunny here at the moment, but it looks like it's a bit colder back in the UK, so we've actually put jeans, shoes and socks on for the first time in preparation. Not worn socks in 21 days.
I don't like jeans.
So we've actually got things covering our legs at the minute. So yeah, we'll come back to you in a bit.
Darcy May's adamant.
So yeah, Darcy May's adamant she's not wearing jeans. She's got, what have you got on, Darcy May? Just a skirt. She threw a right paddy this morning about wearing jeans. So I'm not having my jeans don't fit me, I'm just wearing a skirt.
But she is cold, Daddy.
But she is cold.
No, she'll tell you she's not cold. She's got goose pimples, but she's not cold.
I think it's about, what temperature is it here this morning? It's about 16 degrees, but the sun's out and it's blue sky, so it's not too bad at all.
It's a bit different to 40 degrees, Daddy.
It is. And
it's a bit cold.
We're just following an old French tractor with some pipes on, look. So we'll carry on our journey to the port. So we've been at the port about roughly an hour now, to be fair, and it is quite busy. On the run up in, didn't seem to be many people about, but it does seem busy now. We've gone through the P&O check-in, we've gone through French border control, and now we're kind of queuing for another checkpoint. Not quite sure what it is, but we're still waiting. So my only advice is I know all the problems have kind of ceased, but give yourself plenty of time. Yeah, we're still queuing. We've been here, what, an hour and 20 minutes, something like that now. We're just coming up to the UK border control, so that seems to be the next stage. And I think once we're through that, we're pretty much just going to the lane for the ferry. In fact, I can't even remember what lane he told us to go on.
105.
105. So lane 105, and we'll be on the ferry. So we're through now and we're just waiting to get on the ferry. That took, to be honest with you, about an hour and 45 minutes. So what I'd probably do is give yourself plenty of time, at least give yourself kind of 2 hours. The boat's due to be sailing in 20 minutes time. Not sure that's going to happen anyway because we're still on the dockside. So there we go, there's a quick update for you. We are sat waiting to get on the ferry. Well, we're on the ferry, we are late, it's 20 past now, we've only just driven on, so we won't be sailing at 10 past, but it is a beautiful morning, and if you look, you can actually see, I don't know whether you can see it on the camera there, but you can see Dover quite clearly on the other side. So we'll take a wander up. I have to say, it seems a little bit more pleasant. Maybe staff are a little less stressed this time. They certainly seem to be a lot happy. There's lots of welcomes, good morning and all that sort of stuff. So here we are in the main kind of lounge at the front of the boat. I think what we'll do is we'll maybe take a seat, we'll get a seat on the table up here and we'll get some drinks. Again, the seating area still looks a little bit tired and worn, with the chairs and that sort of stuff, but I suppose what do you expect? We should be on here for what, an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and a half, something like that. But the girls have just wandered off. They're looking at where they can buy something. So I'm just looking, it looks like they've got a children's entertainer. So it looks like they've got a children's entertainer on today. So I've just gone to the bar area to buy some snacks. So we've had
over there if you're interested. And, welcome to the YouTube channel. Hello, hello. Welcome to Bien Ferry.
That's the children's entertainer, just saying hello.
He's going to eat a breakfast.
Oh, okay. I'll start in about 5 minutes. Okay.
So that's the children's entertainer just interrupting and telling us about the YouTube channel. Funny thing is, he's only come and talk to us, which is a little bit strange. But anyway, so yeah, just been to the canteen, just bought some food, basically 3 sausage rolls, 1 wrap, 2 coffees and an apple juice. £27.50. I don't know why I'm not surprised really, but hey ho, it might be nice. So we've just set sail. It is now nearly 20 to 12, so half an hour late. I suppose that's not too much of a delay, so yeah, we literally are just kind of moving. No, Calais is also a holiday destination. I don't know whether you can see the beach over there. It's quite nice, white sandy beaches, lovely coast. Whereas we all tend to just use it for, for crossing into France. It's often worth thinking about probably stopping in France. Stopping in Calais. But you can see there as we leave the port, beautiful long rolling beaches. So homeward bound we go. That's a children's entertainer over the corner, doing a magic show, that sort of thing. So we're nearly there, plenty of people sat around in the lounge, as you can see out through there. Them's be the White Cliffs, so we're not too far away now and we should be docking very shortly. It's been a reasonably pleasant crossing compared to last time. In all honesty, I haven't really moved from where we've sat. We literally just sat at the front, near the front there. I don't know whether you can see through the windows. We literally are spinning round just to back into the dock. So yeah, not bad. Certainly better than last time. I mean, it makes a big difference the fact that the boat is absolutely roasting at 40 odd degrees. So been reasonably comfortable. We should be getting off soon. So that's a bit different to last time. They've actually asked us to rejoin our vehicles just as the boat is coming to a stop and being docked. Very different to last time when the boat was docked and they kept us all at the top of the stairs for 20 minutes or so. So getting a little bit more organised, I think. Caught me a little bit unaware.
because we're down the other end of the boat. So I'm just wandering down there now to get to our stairs and get back to the car. We're heading back up north. We're not too far away from Dover, probably, I don't know, about half an hour out, something like that. We're literally just on the M20. Well, we've had a great time. I think we've really enjoyed ourselves. We've had some great experiences at different campsites we've stopped at on the way down and on the way back. Disneyland was magical, or Euro Disney. I know Darcy May, it was a great surprise for her and she had a great time. We had a great site in Estoril. Wasn't the best site we've been to, but you know, we've certainly enjoyed it. And we just love being in France. The weather's been great and everything else. What I would do is, anybody that's thinking about doing it, just go for it. Give it a try. There are plenty of Facebook pages and other groups out there offering advice and help on what you need to do and all those sorts of things. If you don't want to be as adventurous as us and head all the way south, just head a little bit inland or go to Bien Assise, which is a great little site just over the border, really, or just as you, not too far after you get off the ferry. So there's a site there. But you know, if you're feeling like it, just do it, go for it. You will have a great time and I'm sure you won't regret it. So unless anything else happens dramatically, hope it doesn't, on the way home now, I think we'll probably bring this section to an end. So this is section 7. I hope you've enjoyed them. I hope we've not bored you too much with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. I hope you found them useful, just really following and seeing what we get up to when we go to France. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Hit that notification bell and you'll get notified when we put out new videos. So thanks a lot for being on the journey with us, and we'll see you on the next one.